Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we return to talking about that video of politician Nancy Pelosi that sparked a rather big controversy last week. When we covered it in our first video, I was combating the media's ridiculous claims that Trump should be punished for tweeting a supposedly doctored video. Then things got even weirder when the king of fake news, CNN, well, they thought it would be smart to come after this video too, even asking Facebook to take it down because sharing it is spreading misinformation. And that's pretty ironic since, so-called misinformation and straight up lies is what CNN has been spreading themselves for years, most notably about the fake Russia collusion story, which turned out to be false, of course. And now it appears this story has legs since there have been some more interesting developments coming out this weekend regarding it. First of all, and this is something I discovered too when a few of you guys watching my initial video commented on it saying, well, the original video that Trump tweeted wasn't even the real drunk Pelosi video. Apparently the media was trying to muddy the waters on this one to make it seem like the video Trump shared, which also aired on Fox News, well, they wanted that one to look fake too. Why, you might ask? Well, that's because that video was just some clips of Pelosi edited together in a compilation, which made her look stupid and like she could barely speak, which was true. So yeah, that video was real and it wasn't even the real drunk Pelosi one that sparked the outrage initially. That video was edited and the sound was changed and stuff like that too, but it was still pretty obviously fake and it was being done as a joke as well. So yeah, this story and every step along the way through it has proved to be filled with lies and manipulations coming from the liberal-run mainstream media. And we're only getting started here too. Next, and this is a big part of the news story. Next, the media went after the guy who made the original drunk Pelosi video, even doxing his name, location, and releasing a number of his private details out to the public. That's right. And let me go ahead and say that again to be clear. A media outlet called The Daily Beast, they doxed an African-American day laborer and Trump supporter, all for just making a Nancy Pelosi meme video as a joke and posting it on Facebook. And to top things off on this bullshit Sunday, Facebook even helped them do this. Let that sink in for a minute, folks. And remember that the vile people doing this at the Daily Beast and now others that are spreading this guy's information, well, these left-wingers actually think they're doing the right thing here. And they never once thought, hey, maybe we're going too far here. So to me, that says a lot, including one big thing. It says it doesn't matter who you are. If you challenge the leftists and their narratives, the mainstream media and big tech, they will work together to attack, dox, and smear and silence you. Whatever it takes. They want to destroy us, and they're even ballsy enough to do it right out in the open for everyone to see. In fact, and to make matters worse, they think doxing Trump supporters and joke video makers is the right, just, and moral thing to do, when we all know it's quite the opposite. For more information, here's the article that did most of the doxing and attacking of a completely innocent meme maker. It's from the Daily Beast and it's called, "We Found the Guy Behind the Viral Drunk Pelosi Video. Check this bullshit out." On May 22nd, a Donald Trump superfan and occasional sports blogger from the Bronx named Sean Brooks posted a video clip of Nancy Pelosi on his personal Facebook page. The clip showed Pelosi at her most excitable, stammering during a press conference as she voiced frustration over an abortive infrastructure meeting with the president. Brooks's commentary on the video was succinct. Is Pelosi drunk? 13 minutes later, a Facebook official told the Daily Beast, Brooks posted a very different Pelosi video to a Facebook page called Politics Watchdog, one of a series of hyper-partisan news operations Brooks runs with help, he claims. This clip has been altered to slow Pelosi down without lowering the pitch of her voice. The effect was to make it sound as though the Speaker of the House was slurring her words drunkenly while criticizing Donald Trump. And I have to say to all that, so what? Where's the crime here? Sounds like the writer thinks they caught someone robbing a bank or something, but really the guy just made a video for the internet. There's no laws being broken here and no one's even getting hurt. Most would say this isn't even breaking any moral rules either. Perhaps some might say it's misleading editing, but to that I say, this was done as a joke. This wasn't some fake video being used to try and prove Pelosi was drunk in a courtroom or something. That would break law, but this doesn't. And let's be real here for a second. The only reason the left actually cares about this is because it makes one of their operatives look bad. If it was a video deceptively edited to make Trump look bad, they'd be all for it. In fact, there are thousands of videos online that do just that. Now, do you think any news outlets are going to investigate and release the names and locations of people making the anti-Trump videos? Because I don't think so. Because if they were, they would have already done it. Brooks, cool name by the way, Brooks, a 34-year-old day laborer currently on probation after pleading guilty to domestic battery, claims that his drunk commentary on an unaltered Pelosi video had no connection to the now infamous fake clip that premiered less than 15 minutes later. I wasn't the individual who created that Pelosi video. He insisted in a television telephone interview. It's conceivable that someone else actually edited the clip, but a Facebook official, confirming a Daily Beast investigation, said the video was first posted on Politics Watchdog directly from Brooks's personal Facebook account. So now we got the Daily Beast releasing more information about the guy, obviously to try and embarrass and shame him. And then, as we mentioned before, Facebook even chimes in to confirm things on this story. They ratted out this video maker Sean Brooks, who really did nothing wrong, and they went out of their way to confirm things and release his private posting history. Super messed up. A review of Brooks's personal fan page reveals him as an avowed conservative and a proud member of Trump's razor-thin African-American support base. A couple of Brooks's Instagram posts feature misogyny. The strongest example is a post last year featuring a photo he evidently snapped of a woman sitting next to him on the subway. "This dumb bee sitting in front of me on the E train continues to kick me without saying excuse me," he wrote. Well, I have to say, that's not misogyny, dude. Misogyny is the dislike, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women. This guy is mad at someone for repeatedly kicking him on the subway. It doesn't matter what gender she is. She could be a man, woman, trans, or even an alien. She could be Cree or Skrull. The point is, her identity isn't the issue here. The issue is the kicking, and that's what made the guy angry, not her vagina. The Daily Beast writer is basically saying that if you're mad at a woman ever, you must inherently hate them. Even if the woman is literally kicking you, you're not allowed to get mad at her because some SJW at the Daily Beast says so. Please. And if this is the best example you can give of this guy's supposed misogyny, then I say it's pretty clear he's not very misogynistic, or whatever you call it. He doesn't hate women, basically. And the Daily Beast writer is just saying that now because since he's found his target here, he wants to try and slam this video maker and discredit the guy any way possible. That's why they dug up his name, spread it around, and then also told everyone he's been arrested for other unrelated stuff for no reason. And now you want to pretend he hates women because he got mad at one time? For a pretty legitimate reason, mind you? Wow, this article has really hit a new low. And now, since the Daily Beast wants to play this game, I say we try and look into this writer of this article a little bit more. I think it's fair game since he feels like doing this to other people who aren't even really asking for it. And I've heard some pretty interesting stuff about this writer too, online. And well, upon doing a cursory internet search, it turns out this writer for the Daily Beast is a much worse person than the drunk Pelosi video maker, who he's trying to shame and defame ironically. Meet Kevin Poulsen. What a looker, right? And well, before he started his career, which includes doxing black Trump supporters for the Daily Beast, well, before that, Kevin was a former black hat hacker who was arrested and even jailed for multiple years, and afterwards, Kevin was banned from using computers and the internet. That's right. And now, many years later, and Kevin's back on the internet and he's using it to lie and expose people he doesn't like, his political opponents. Sounds a little shady, right? Like he might even be violating some of his parole restrictions. I'm sure he's allowed back online by now, but I'm also sure there were some stipulations with that with the courts, saying something like he can't hack or use the net in malicious ways or something. And this doxing of the video maker sure seems like he's up to his old tricks again. Regardless, let's get a little more background information about Kevin from an article called Daily Beast Writer, a convicted felon, previously banned from the internet, doxes man who shared Pelosi meme video. Riveting introduction already. Let's see what else they have to say. In November 1989, Poulsen was indicted on 19 counts of conspiracy, fraud, wiretapping, and money laundering. If convicted, the charges could have brought him up to 37 years in jail. But Poulsen did not go quietly. He fled and was beyond the reach of the law for 17 months. He allegedly wiretapped the intimate phone calls of a Hollywood actress, conspired to steal classified military orders, cracked an army computer, and snooped into an FBI investigation of former Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos, all while working on national security matters. Poulsen was found guilty and in prison for 5 years for his crimes, and was then banned from the internet until 2004, when he persuaded his probation officer to allow him access to the World Wide Web. And now I bet that probation officer is getting fired if he's still around. That or he should be coming after Kevin here and asking some questions. I think doxing and revealing a private citizen's information is certainly grounds for some sort of parole review or something, at the very least. And this is all so much worse than what Kevin was complaining about before. He was mad at some joke video maker who got upset with a woman who was kicking him. He even called that guy a misogynist. But meanwhile, Kevin, he had previously wiretapped and listened to an intimate conversation of a female Hollywood actress. But somehow the drunk Pelosi video maker is the one that's a misogynist? Please. And no, this is not The Onion, people. This is not a parody or even fake news. This is an actual so-called journalist who was literally banned from the internet, and now, many years later, and he's using it to dox black Americans because they support our president, Donald J. Trump. In the end, I can't even make up a story that would make their side look worse here if I tried. The liberals running and working in mainstream media and tech back, they are clearly out to get us, guys. So keep this in mind and be safe out there on the internet. Watch your backs and try not to piss off any fake journalists like Kevin, because if you happen to be a Trump supporter like me, they might just try and come for you and ruin your whole life. What do you guys think? Was revealing the drunk Pelosi video maker's identity and personal information even necessary? Is this newsworthy at all? And do you think other leftists should be cheering on this kind of doxing? Because many are, and quite frankly, it really makes me sick. Comment your thoughts on everything below, and thanks for watching No Bullshit. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all next time.